Hi, in this part we are going to talk about motherhood as a yogic path, and I'll talk about the different yogic paths and their definitions. To start, I'll refer to an interview to a yoga philosophy teacher called Sarah Ivanhoe in the Yoga Revealed podcast number 62. So she says that yoga is a way of life that makes us feel connected to ourselves, to the people surrounding us, to the things that we do, and to our specific time, the here and now. She says that there are so many ways to create this connection, not only just by moving our bodies through asana practice. She reminds us about the importance of finding the yoga in every person. So she points out that rather than feeling separate from people that are not practicing yoga, we could look at the way in which they are creating connections. So for example, nurses, scientists, musicians, they are all making powerful connections in their lives. They are creating union in all levels of existence, which is also the definition of yoga. So this brings me to explain the different yogic paths in this context. So we'll start with Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the practice of unconditional love or unconditional devotion. So these are our musicians, our priests, the professional athletes who devote their lives to, who are devoted to what they do. Jnana Yoga is the practice of finding or exercising knowledge. These are the scientists, the designers, the innovators, the philosophers, or any type of scholars. Karma Yoga is the practice of finding connection through selfless action. In other words, the practice is doing good deeds for the benefits of others. These are the nurses, mothers, volunteers, or donors of any type. And the last one is Raja Yoga or Raja Yoga, which is the commitment to gradually do a self-development, where the final goal is to be mindful, to live in a mindful way in this body and in this life. And this is, in this type of yoga is where the 8-limb system was created, Patanjali's, and later became Hatha Yoga. So I would, having said all of these, I would argue that mothers practice all these different paths, sometimes all at once, sometimes jumping from one to another. So to me, motherhood becomes a path in itself. We practice unconditional loving when we hug our toddler who have just burst into a tantrum without any reason, and we are able to contain this anger to help him overcome it. We study very closely our child through observation, following our instincts and intuition, taking trial and errors, understanding the development of our child. We act selflessly when we slow down and patiently move at the rhythm, at the appropriate rhythm for our 8-month pregnant body or for our newly born baby. we act in a mindful way when we understand that our thoughts as mothers, our intentions, our words, what we say and what we do matters, and it could affect positively or negatively people that are surrounding us. So yes, motherhood is a yogic path.